So one of my favorite go-to weeknight meals is chicken Parmesan. And the reason that I like it is because you don't have to bread the chicken. It's a lighter version, and I want to show you how to make it today. So in my pan here, I have 3 pounds of chicken breast. They're boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I'm just going to season them with some salt, pepper, and garlic powder just to give the chicken some seasoning. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some sauce on it and put it in the oven, cook it for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to top it with some cheese. It's going to be so good. And you want to make sure to season both sides of your chicken. A little more salt. And here's a tip. If you hold the salt pretty high above the meat, it gets a better chance of getting an even coating of the salt. The same with pepper too. And then a little more garlic powder on this side. And then I'm just going to take some sauce. And I'm just using a jarred sauce. You can use your favorite jarred sauce. If you have homemade sauce, that's great. And I'm just going to spoon some of the sauce right on top of the chicken breast. And then we're going to cook this in a 375-degree oven for about 30 minutes until the chicken is just about done. And then for the last about 15 minutes, we're going to top it with some cheese. So I just put a couple spoonfuls of sauce on each piece just to make sure that it's got some sauce on each piece. So I'm just going to cover this with foil and put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. Alright, so I just took my chicken out of the oven and I'm going to top it with some cheese. And I really don't measure my cheese because I just really like a lot of it. So if I was going to kind of guess how much I'm using, I'd say at least a cup of, this is a pizza blend. You can use fresh mozzarella, would be really good on this. If you could get the fresh mozzarella that, you know, you slice up, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I just thought of that. I'm gonna try that next time. But this is what I have, so I'm using this pizza blend, and I'm just gonna top it with, make sure that every piece has some cheese, and then this is some Parmesan cheese. It's Parmigiano Reggiano, and I'm gonna put some of that on there as well. I think I measured out about a cup. I don't know that I'll use all of it, but you know, cheese is just really good, so I may use all of it. And this chicken is so good. You can serve it. We like to have it with like a side of pasta and a nice salad. So that's what we're doing tonight. And then we're going to have some garlic bread. I like to make sourdough bread, and so I had a loaf, and so we're going to go ahead and turn that into some garlic bread. And I'm just going to use all of this because it's good. It's just good cheese. So this is going to go back into the oven, and I am going to go ahead and melt the cheese, and then we're going to serve it up. So this should only take about probably 15 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so my chicken is done. The cheese is melted, and I've taken it out of the oven, and it looks amazing. All that melty cheese. So I'm just going to take a taste and let you know what it tastes like. So like I said, we're going to serve this with we're having some rigatoni and some garlic bread and salad as a side. And oh my gosh, it's going to be so good. So this just came out of the oven, so it's going to be really hot. So let me taste it and I'll tell you what it tastes like. Oh my gosh, you guys. You can taste the garlic powder. Really good. The chicken is tender and the cheese just sets it over the top. Oh my gosh, you have to try this recipe. I'll leave a link down below where you can find all the ingredients and measurements. Like I said, I don't really measure the cheese, but use as much as you love. So thanks for joining me on Simply Homemade with Denise. I'll see you next time, guys.